Hey, hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to talk all about my beef with third-party exams like CLEP Exams, Sophia Exams, Straighterline, Study.com, and a plethora of others. But if you're planning on earning college credit through these third-party exam services, this video is just for you. Hi, I'm Ryan Swayt, and I used to be a two-time college dropout, making just $12 an hour. Then I learned how to hack college and earned an entire bachelor's degree in 9 months flat. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you how. All right, so and if you follow this channel at all, you know that I help people graduate college faster. And there are actually two different ways to get college degrees significantly faster than the traditional 4 years. Really, it's 5 to 6 years. The national average for a bachelor's degree is 6 years. But there are a couple of strategies that allow you to basically test out of a whole bunch of your classes, if not all of your classes, and get your college degree a whole lot faster. Now, one of these strategies is through third-party exams, okay? CLEP Exams, Study.com, Sophia.org, Straighterline, and a whole bunch of others, DSST. There are a lot of different resources where you can go purchase college-level exams from third-party companies and then transfer them over to universities, and some universities accept those as college credits, okay? Now, you have a lot of people online who talk about this strategy, and it's not the worst strategy. Like, it's way, way better than going to school the traditional way, okay? It's significantly better than spending 4 to 6 years in school if you can do it faster. Now, and I'm pretty vocal about this, but I don't personally believe it's the best strategy. I do think it's good in some situations. In my opinion, there is a better strategy for this, but maybe strategy A doesn't have the exact major you're looking for, so strategy B could potentially be a better fit. So it is an absolutely great fit for some people, okay? But for a majority of people, I believe there's a faster, easier way. Now, the alternative strategy is what I call competency-based education, okay? And some schools have different names for it and things like that, but essentially you can prove to a university that you're competent in a certain subject and they will give you credit for a college class. Now, you can do all of this through specific universities, so you're testing out of classes through a university system instead of through third-party exams. This way, I like this a lot better, and I'll tell you why. Now, first off, if you're taking a whole bunch of third-party exams, like if you're trying to get your whole degree through third-party exams, there are a couple of problems. Problem number one, most universities have fairly strict limits on what they'll accept for transfer credits. So if you get a whole bunch of third-party credits and then try to transfer them to a school, most universities will not accept very many of those credits, okay? Now there are a few notorious schools that are just super, super lax with their transfer credit policies, and they'll accept almost anything, okay? There are a handful of universities that literally any type of college course credit, third party, taking a bowling class at a community college, there are universities that will literally accept almost anything for credit. So they'll give you credit for all these third-party exams, okay? Now, the problem with these schools is they're not very well-known schools, and some of them are regionally accredited, but some of them are just completely unknown and don't look great on a resume, and some of them even have bad reputations. So one problem with the whole third-party exam strategy is that you may end up with a degree that's not going to help you excel in your career like you would have hoped. Okay, so that's problem number one. Problem number two is a lot of these schools that have notoriously just been super, super lax with transfer credits have started to realize that people are catching on to these types of strategies and graduating faster. So they've changed the rules. Okay, a lot of these schools for a long time have said, okay, we will literally allow you to transfer 100% of your degree through these college third-party credits, and then you just pay us a transfer fee and we'll give you a diploma, okay? So for a while there, you could literally use third-party credits and you could graduate, earn an entire degree in under a year, okay? These schools have changed how they're doing things. Now, what they're doing now, in most cases, is they're saying you can transfer up to 3 years of credits to our college, but you have to take at least a year worth of classes at our school, and you have to do it the traditional way. So you can hack like 3 years of your college, transfer them over, and then you got to do a year the old-fashioned way, okay? So then if you look at it, you're still graduating a lot faster, but it's generally or typically going to be closer to 2 years to get the college degree. Now, that is still a lot better than spending 6 years in college. So I don't want you to feel like, man, this strategy is the worst strategy in the world and I hate it and you're wrong if you choose this strategy, because that's not how I feel. The reason I say third party is not the best strategy, and I think there's a better fit for most people, is because there are competency-based programs from like really good schools where you can test out of all your classes through the school and there's no restrictions because you're doing it all through the school. So you can literally graduate in like less than 6 months. So with the third-party exam strategy, if you're looking at closer to 2 years, but you have degrees from more reputable schools where you test out of all your classes within the school and you can graduate in as little as 6 months, that is the better strategy, okay? And most people don't talk about this, but you can graduate for faster and cheaper through competency-based education than you can through just getting a whole bunch of third-party credits. And then in the end, your transcripts look a lot cleaner. Like if you use third-party credits, those show on your transcripts. It says like you got these credits from this resource and these credits from this resource, these credits from this resource, and it looks really sloppy on your transcripts. If you just straight up hack a degree through a competency-based education program, the only thing that looks different on your transcripts is that you did all those classes in less time. And I actually like when that happens, because when an employer sees that, you basically can say, oh yeah, I actually had all the knowledge already, so I tested out of all my college classes and I got my degree in 6 months, or me personally, I got it in 9 months with a full-time job and a wife and kids, like literally just in my free time. But that's impressive to an employer. Like if you can say that, that's impressive, right? Now, the cool thing is to do this, you don't have to have all the knowledge in your head. You can sit down, find out what you need to learn to pass exams, and then go and learn those things on your own, like outside of the school system, like YouTube and Google and the entire internet, and then go back and take the exam at the school. So you don't have to do the learning within the school, but you need to do the testing out within the school's program. And that generally is a lot faster than the third-party exam like the CLEP, Study.com, Sophia, Straighterline, and others. Testing out through universities is generally faster. Now, you still can have the option, because some of these universities with competency-based education programs, they do accept transfer credits from third party, maybe just not as much. So you could still do a year or two through third party if you wanted to. To me, it usually doesn't make a ton of sense because you're paying for third party credits out of pocket. But if you just get scholarships and government grants for the actual school that you want to hack and test out all your classes there, it's actually cheaper because it's paid by government grants or scholarships or those types of things, right? So that is my beef with CLEP exams and Study.com exams and Sophia.org exams and Straighterline exams and ALEX courses and DSST exams and all the others, right? That's my beef, is that a lot of people start watching YouTube videos and think, oh my gosh, I can get my degree faster. So they go down this third-party exam path without realizing there's actually a faster path that ends up being cheaper in the end. So I've literally got an email from one of my students a couple days ago, finished his first class in like 3 days. I get emails from people that are working with me that finish entire college classes in 3 or 4 or 5 hours. I just got an email a couple weeks ago from a student that I'm working with who finished his entire freshman year of college in 5 weeks. Okay, so you can do this really, really quickly. Like I've seen students get degrees in as little as 3 or 4 months. Okay, I personally did it in 9, but I was working full time and I had a wife and kids and family, and I was not willing to give as much time as some students are towards school. So I chose to do it in my free time and still graduated in 9 months. Okay. So that's my beef. If you want to learn about the degree hacking process that I teach, I'm going to leave a link down below to my free degree hacking tutorial. Go watch it for free, no strings attached. And I hope that this strategy allows you to graduate even faster than I did. And if it does, please let me know. Like that's amazing and it's absolutely possible. So yeah, I hope this video has helped and added value to your day. And yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, and click the notification bell. I will talk to you in the next video.